Hello everyone, this is BGG once more, and this is the second match between Hollis and andrewrogue. With me I have once again some random noob.
Yep, just some guy from the internet who loves some Netrunner.
Excellent. The first match was won by Hollis with only 2 points for the corporation, which means Hollis only needs 3 points to win the bronze matchup. We're going to see the classic matchup of this tournament, Whale and Criminal. And hopefully we see a more exciting game and some interesting plays from both players.
Yep, I'm always interested in this matchup. I feel that Criminal has one of the better chances against Wayland. They're a very sneaky kind of player. Unfortunately, they really like their cards. They like to spend all their cards to get into the servers, and you hit a snare, that could cost you the game.
Or you can also, if you play very very fast at the start, you can open yourself to see source and etc. So you can get flatline before you ever expect it. Ooh, and Hollis has what he needs to actually win the matchup in his starting hand. The only thing he needs to do is actually do it.
Yep, this is a pretty nice looking starting hand if I'm the corporation.
But the runner doesn't have a bad hand. I did see Hollis actually win one of his matches in the tournament with any notoriety as his last agenda point. That notoriety can actually hurt. I think if no, he doesn't. If Hollis actually went for the 3 points at the start, he would have used notoriety as well. But instead, we're probably going to see Andrew just running HQ, running R&D, and checking what he has.
Yep, it seems like the right play at this point.
Also smart play from Hollis, not play his archer anywhere first turn. Many players like to play a nice on R&D just to scare the runner, to threaten that they actually have something there. But if you bluff with an expensive ice on R&D and the runner has a FAO for activation orders, then you've just lost an ice.
Yep, and with a hostile takeover in hand, losing an archer early game is it's pretty hard to bite down.
Of course, it's also difficult to bite down on using the archer unless you can actually do some significant damage, because that 1 point can actually be enough to win you the game.
Yep, it could easily be the case. Hopefully, though, he'll put the Project Atlas down and just search up his combo at some point in the game if he gets it well protected.
I'm surprised the corporation, the runner just gets money. He may try to femme fatale. Okay. So now Hollis is just going to plop down that archer and a toll booth and get the credits, and the next time he can raise both. Or maybe archer and enigma.
Yes, I'm gonna have to wonder how he distributes his ice. He definitely wants to get a remote going as soon as possible, but doesn't want to play one down quite this turn.
And he does hit the 3-pointer straight out of the bat, second round on R&D.
Yep, C2 cards get 3 points. That's a good deal for the Criminal.
Let's see if he managed to capitalize on that luck. No. Okay, he does hit Rasmus Lance. That can be actually quite brutal. And he's just probably going to run again. There we go. And that Trash was also free because of that one bad publicity.
Yeah, but I bet Wayland wishes they were nicer people. Oh!
This R&D run turn is just brutal. Is he going to run on his last click? Probably not a good idea. But if he gets greedy...
Yep, if he gets greedy, it could be almost the game. All it would take is to hit a snare and then for Hollis to draw the Scorched Earth, of course.
Yep, he decides to play it safe. And Caduceus.
Yeah.
You love to see Caduceus as one of your starting ice. It's such a good ice to protect against linkless runners.
Yep, versus Gabe and Noise, I think that's got to be one of my favorite ice to play.
Yeah.
Almost all the time you res it, it's free, and it'll stop the run.
Yeah. I mean, not always, but against Noise they can still parasite it, but 3 strength is not as easy to take to chomp down as an ice wall, for example. But the fact that it pays for itself is the biggest draw of this ice. It doesn't destroy your early game by trying to protect. Of course.
Yep, I just find it's incredibly efficient. I think anybody would love to have that in their deck.
Of course, in my Kate Link deck, I laugh at it. And I once had a player who was playing with a lot of Caduceus, and half his eyes were useless. He was playing Caduceus and Vipers. And at some point he did accelerated beta test and hit 3 eyes, of which 2 were Vipers. And I just laughed.
Yep, that's quite a shame. I think to put those 2 cards in the same deck is kind of asking for it, unfortunately, though.
Yeah.
So I wonder what Hollis has on his mind here. If he's looking to try and get the agenda going, or if he wants to keep R&D nice and secure. Of course, he could drop 3 cards down, 1 protecting his server, 1 on the remote, and then one agenda.
Mm-hmm. What he could easily or even do is just go plop down that archer, put an Enigma in front. Next turn, plop down the Caduceus in front of that and put the Atlas behind it. You can raise the Caduceus and then the Enigma in case of an inside job. And if absolute worst comes to absolute worst, you can even raise the archer. But if you don't have to raise the archer, then you can actually score your Atlas and win the matchup.
Right. Yeah, I think that's likely going to be the play.
Yeah, of course.
Let's
you
see
do
how
run
he mats it out in the end.
that is going to take 3 to 4 full turns of undefended R&D access. So that's a really big risk to take.
Yes, I think perhaps the Archer Enigma, like you said, on the remote, but with the Caduceus protecting R&D, so that it can't be run over and over by the runner.
Yes, that would probably be a much better choice. Okay, so we're going to see some action in the remote server. He's not going to play the Archer, okay.
Ooh, Enigma first.
Yeah, I think he's going to go for the agenda. Okay, let's see. He's going to try and score that agenda in 1 turn.
Yep.
So he's basically betting that Andrew Rogue cannot win by hitting the R&D a full turn, which is a fairly safe bet. However,
yeah, I think statistics are with him, but his luck might not be.
However, which one did he play from, the Caduceus?
Yes, he has the Caduceus on the outside,
Okay.
with Enigma on the inside.
This means that Andrew Rogue can actually break through. What Andrew Rogue does is he runs that remote, sees the Caduceus, takes a credit, plops down the Femme Fatale targeting the ice behind it, and then steam hacks.
Yep. However, I think I would res the Enigma if he ran on it openly like that, as the Enigma will cost him another click.
True.
But we'll see how it gets handled.
True.
Or it might be FAO and then a run, and then Femme Fatale. Oh, he doesn't have the cash for all 3, however.
He doesn't. He needs 1 more credit to be able to do that. Actually, no. He doesn't have the money for Femme Fatale. I thought he had 9 credits. What happened to his money? Oh, no, sorry. I was looking at his clicks. Yeah. He needs 1 more credit. He can also take a blind chance and just use...
Yeah, since he's... go ahead.
And yeah, he can take a blind chance. What I was going to say? Yeah, and just play the Femme and target 1 ice and then steam hack, but it's a huge risk.
Yeah, I don't think it's time to start taking those risks. A worst case scenario, he only scores 1 2-point ice, puts him at 3. He has open runs on R&D right now. He should at least poke in and see what's up over there.
Okay, so I forgot that he actually has the extra credit from the bad publicity. Okay, so he's just going to try and see if he can win from R&D.
Oh, wow. So close,
That
so
is
close.
6 points.
At this point, you have to think that Andrew thinks he has the worst luck. The worst luck.
Okay, so Hollis, this is going to be the actual game. If he actually hits an agenda, Hollis actually loses the matchup. Let's see. Come on. No. Okay. Draw a card, and Hollis wins the matchup. Unless he pulls some trick out of his butt. That really thought of it though.
I guess he's looking for the corroder. Thinks his hand's full of agendas.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, it's too little too late. Hollis can just score his agenda.
Yep. Well, however, Hollis scoring this agenda doesn't win on the game.
No, but he doesn't care because he won the matchup. So he only needed.
Oh, that's all.
He needed 3
points. That's correct.
They're probably going to play to the end.
Yes, they both acknowledge.
You had to say it. You had to be different.
I had to be different as well.
So I think andrewrogue is probably going to win this game now.
Yeah, if he had one more click, he'd be able to do the notoriety.
Yeah, he's planning to do it next turn. But Hollis is just going to stop his plans by an enigma in R&D. Or maybe an archer in R&D. Or archer in HQ. Or maybe both.
Archers everywhere.
Yeah, now that he doesn't actually care. Once you score the 3 points, it doesn't matter if you actually lose one. And if he actually raises that archer... Oh, because he's going to FAO it.
Oh, and he decides to actually res this time,
Yes.
leaving his R&D open again.
Yeah, he doesn't want the runner just freely run his HQ, obviously.
And the runner decides to pass on the chance at R&D this turn, for possible win again.
Yeah, I'm surprised he actually didn't run at all. Maybe he was afraid of a data mine.
That fearful data mine.
He's actually drawing quite aggressively. Maybe he's trying to build his rig. Or maybe he just wanted some economy.
Yep, seems like the economy is the way to go for him this game.
And here comes the melange. Hollis has enough money to raise both eyes. Okay, so let's see if we're going to see an inside job here. He is going to trust the other eye well.
Wow.
Wayland just does not care.
He gives 0.
I mean, basically these archers are going to be protecting those servers for the rest of the game. So it's decent to be able to have them there.
Yep, even versus a fem, it's not cheap to get through.
And here's a sneak door. So probably going to see that notoriety go away, and maybe one fem.
Yep, probably a fem, stim. Notoriety at this point, I think, should be out the window.
No, he's actually going to discard his Desperado. He probably doesn't expect to do a lot of runs, but he does have a sneak door in his hand, so I'm not sure why Desperado was a better option. Okay, and Hollis is back in the game, even with 0 agenda points.
I must admit, he's dancing on a knife edge here.
Now, if he actually had that Desperado, I would have actually helped quite a bit. Unfortunately for Andrew, Hollis has 0 agendas in his hand. And he doesn't even run.
Yeah, I have to really question why he wouldn't use the Gabriel's ability with Sneak Door to at least see what's in his hand.
Maybe he doesn't care, but even if he doesn't care, it's 2 credits for a click. It's the same as using code busting. So really curious why he didn't use that sneak door here. Maybe for him the match is already lost, so he doesn't care anymore, but I really don't get it.
Yeah, I have a feeling that Andrew is giving up on the inside of this one. Wow, some very expensive ice in this Wayland deck, I must say. Gonna have to guess he has oversight AIs hiding around in there somewhere.
What is he looking for? I mean, he's weird.
Yeah, I don't know what he could be looking for. Perhaps he's trying to do inside job, inside job, inside job notoriety.
That's one, yeah, maybe. But then he would still play the Corroder.
Yep, he would need a Corroder at this point and more soon enough.
Yeah. He's just trying to go out in a blaze of glory, win with notoriety.
Yep, I think it's a valiant goal at this point.
Okay, he gave up, just finally played his thing. There's second notoriety, probably going to draw again, I guess. No, just plays the code busting. So yeah, basically at the moment he doesn't care what Hollis does, he just wants his cards to be able to break through. He just lets Hollis do whatever. Okay. So he's probably going to find his code gate breaker. Or maybe he's ninja, but that's like 10 credits per run.
Yep. Yep,
Yeah.
Zoo, the code buster.
Yep.
So I think he should play down his ice this turn, and next turn, yep.
Question is, how is he going to get in everywhere? Ah, he's going to go twice to the HQ from the sneak door, and then inside jab the archer.
Yeah, I think that'll be the case. It depends on if he reses the outside ice on the archives.
What is the outside ice in the archives?
It's a wall of static, so he definitely can get through that even.
Yeah. Okay,
Well,
so
I think his dream may come true.
yeah, definitely. So he's going to go and run on archives, then he's going to see what it is, and he's actually won the game.
Definitely one of the more elegant plays I've seen to end a game.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
And he had this.
I think he can easily do it.
He had this in mind for a while.
So he's going to sneak door, and he has also 2 bad publicity. It's in the game now. And 1 bad publicity. So that goes 2 plus 1, 2, 3, 5. He gets 3 back. Minus 1. So it costs him 1 for the first run. 4 for the second run. 3 for the second run, I think.
Yep, it'll be 1 and then 3.
Does he have the money to play the inside job and the notoriety though?
He definitely will, because after he completes his last run, he'll get a cred back off the Desperado.
Okay, so he has the money for the notoriety. The question is the inside job money. Okay, so he's trying to bluff Hollis that he's afraid of a scissors, and he's instead preparing to do it next turn. Let's see if Hollis is going to let him. Nope. Okay, so he's won.
Yep, now there's no doubt about the credits.
Yeah, I think he did his mental calculations and figured out that the inside job can't actually... He doesn't actually have the money for the inside job now. But now he does.
Yep. That's the reason he's at the end of this tournament, and I haven't even played in it. You could do the math.
Yeah, this is the second game I've seen him win with inside job though. With notoriety. It completely catches a corporation unprepared. And as soon as
I think this time he did it just for the flair. He probably could have won earlier if he was working at it.
Maybe. It was a busy race. If you see, the Hollis hasn't actually drawn any agendas. So he wouldn't actually have done anything. He couldn't. So I
That's
think
true.
he was the best play here. So now once he does the second run in the archives without the... what now? Oh, okay. Once he does his second run on archives without the Sneaktor beta, Hall is going to realize the jig is up.
Would have been interesting if he pulled an agenda there and didn't have the chance to play.
And now Hall is going to say, oh no!
Oh, there we go.
He smells which direction this is going.
That's actually the first time I've seen this happen. I'm very glad. This criminal deck looks very different from the criminal decks I've put together. This one has pretty much all Shaper cards thrown in, whereas mine's almost all Anarch.
Yeah. Anarchs are very popular splash cards. I've seen Kate decks that are just Anarchs. And I have to wonder, why don't you just play Noise? But I guess people like the extra credits or something.
Yeah, the only card I could see going in every deck would be Corroder. It's just a fantastic breaker.
Okay, well, thank you very much for joining me, Sam Noob.
Yeah,
And
thanks for having me. It was great casting with you.
everybody should know that you also have a Twitch channel that people can tune in and watch you play with some interesting
Yep.
commentary, according to Hollis. And yeah, we may meet again on the nets.